It was a day like any other day. Any day in the middle of a record-breaking heat wave, that is. Felt like I was alone on Mars, burning hot and motionless. And my apartment is always at least 15 degrees hotter than the palm-treed streets of Hollywood outside. It was so hot even the Illuminati and the reptilians had postponed their recruiting activities until the evening. When it gets this hot, I actually feel my eyeballs start to melt, and that's when I go to the pool. I get my bifocal sunglasses, my black towel, my blue box glass, and my Keith Richards book, which I can never finish because I always skip around, and I head to the pool downstairs. Usually there's some interesting actress model types discussing the latest roles they've auditioned for and lost, or older Russians discussing insurance fraud. Either way, it makes for a nice afternoon and a chance to solidify my eyeballs again. So this day, October 9th, 2015, the water was looking like a bug graveyard. There are tons of dead bugs floating, dotting the pool like people on beach chairs on a Norwegian cruise somewhere. But I take a minute to imagine the last moment of some poor little fly's life as it accidentally crash lands into the liquid chlorine graveyard. Many people would have just skipped going in for health reasons, but I've been on a nature kick. I've been thinking of babbling brooks and huge towering trees and getting close to nature, so it seemed like a paradise to me. I climbed down the ladder into the cloudy water. Suddenly, I spotted a bee on its back and it was still alive. I thought of the struggle of this poor insect and its life passing before its very eyes. I tried to handful water underneath it and push it onto the concrete and safety. Unfortunately, I may have accelerated his drowning, and for this I will always live in regret. But I went ahead and had a great swim, dried myself in the California October sun, and had a short exchange with an aspiring English supermodel who commented on my Keith Richards book. Luckily, the recent Netflix documentary has made Keith cool again, so she didn't seem to realize that I grew up listening to this guy. Wound up back in the apartment, feeling great, when I spotted it. Some bug was clinging to the outside of my screen door. Not just a regular bug, kind of a huge bug with a shell. It was right on the upper center part, just about eye level, almost like it was challenging me or knocking on the door to get in. Without thinking, I went to the screen door and flicked it. So it kind of booted it off into the cosmos. It went flying back to its habitat and I got back into surfing the net. After checking all my recent Twitter mentions, I looked up to see he had returned to the exact same spot. Now what the hell was this? This little bugger was getting very aggressive. He was right back in the exact same spot, landed there and sitting there looking at me. So I flicked him again harder. So he shot out over the balcony. Done. Finished. I am back into my regular life. No more worries. Looking at and liking photos on Instagram. So after making myself an avocado and cheese sandwich, as we do in California, he returned. And you're not going to believe this. This time he was inside the screen at the exact same place where he'd been twice before. Now what hell kind of a bad acid trip is this? He was lounging in the exact same spot, but this time on the inside. What's going on? I seem to remember that beetles are sacred in some ancient mythology. Like, did this mean something? Was some higher spirit guide trying to teach me something? Was it a good luck omen? I began to think maybe I should put the bug in a jar and nurture it. Perhaps I would get 3 wishes or something. Maybe he was telling me the English actress downstairs actually was interested. Or that a friend had died. I began to search for a jar. I'll punch some holes so he can breathe. I'll put some leaves in there and just wait for my riches. Hurry, hurry. I gotta find the jar. I'm looking through the refrigerator. I turn around and he's gone. Now, I guess he's walking around my house, or he escaped into the wild, or he never was there at all. Was he thanking me for trying to save that bee? Or harassing me because I drowned him inadvertently? Or Or wait, it was October 9th, John Lennon's 75th birthday. Did he stop by as a Beatle to thank me for all those records I bought? Or maybe to remind me to give peace a chance?